Hey, how you doing? It's Joey again. So today I wanted to share a little bit about my experiences as a LGBT community member here in South Korea, and my experiences don't really reflect a lot of other people's that I've met for a couple reasons. But let me start by saying that there are no laws protecting LGBT people in South Korea at the workplace. While it's not illegal to be gay in South Korea, there's just nothing protecting you. Like if your boss finds out that you're gay and doesn't like it, and they fire you, there's nothing you can do about it. But my situation has been a bit different because my boss is totally freaking cool with it. All my coworkers are totally like open-minded, and they actually ask me a lot of questions. We talk about like going on dates with Korean guys, what kind of guys I like, not just Korean guys, but like if I date other foreigners here, or like what we like to do, where I like to go, like where do I meet these guys and stuff. Like, what happens. Like, they're so curious. Like, they were so shocked when I showed them Grinder and Jacked. It was really funny. But, you know not a lot of people that I've met here, other foreigners I'm speaking, of course, not a lot of other foreigners that I've met here have had the pleasure, the have been as positive experiences as I've had. There's been people who they cannot be open even though they're a foreigner. And you know, being here, I've been here since April. It's like January already, so I feel like as foreigners, we kind of get like, oh, it's okay, you're a foreigner, weird foreigner shit. But when it comes to like the Koreans, there's more pressure on them to like be in the closet. That's why it's hard to meet a lot of very open Koreans in like professional settings. But when it comes to foreigners, like, yeah, if your coworkers find out, sometimes they're like okay with it, but they're like, just don't say anything. My coworkers actually, like, last weekend I took them out to the gay bars, and we went to this place called Itaewon, where it's like full of foreigners, and it's where kind of like crazy stuff happens. And the gay area is called Homo Hill. So we had our employee party, and after that, we went and had like tequila at a at a bar, and then went up to Homo Hill. And they were really curious, and they were kind of shocked. They had never seen that, and they were so open minded. And we danced a little bit at like this place that everybody goes to. It's called Soho. Everybody freaking goes there. Everybody ends up there, seriously. And then it's like, but it was fun. It was really fun to share part of that with my coworkers, especially because I'm so close with my coworkers. We're like really tight family, and we talk about everything. Especially with two of them, we share everything, relationships and advice about work in the future and everything else. And I've been very lucky and very blessed to be in this kind of environment, especially coming from Las Vegas and LA and working in West Hollywood and stuff, and seeing that. I was worried that I was gonna come somewhere where it's so like maybe not closed-minded, but unexposed. But it's actually been really positive for me, and I do feel really lucky about it. And it's just been the best time ever out here. So, uh, if you didn't watch my last video, I am out here working as a chef at a fine dining restaurant. So, it's not a same setting as like teaching in a class. So I think maybe that also has something to do with it. And maybe also that everybody I work with is like generally around 30 or below. So that could also be something to do with it. But even my boss is so freaking awesome. I had dated someone a while back, and he was like asking me stuff. He was like, "Oh, who is he? Where'd you guys meet? Is he Korean? He better teach you how to speak Korean." Like, asking me all these questions, like, "Oh, congrats, man!" Like, oh, so happy for me, and like being so awesome. And it was a really nice change, especially something that I did not expect to happen out here. I thought I was gonna come out here and have to like live in the closet and not do anything, and just so worried about what was gonna happen, what people were gonna say, what people were gonna think. But no, I mean, my first week out here, they taught me how to like ask how do you if you have a boyfriend in Korean, and like they told me they're like, yeah, you should go to Itaewon, and they took me out to the bar. Me and two of the guys, straight guys too. Me and two of the other guys, the other chefs, we went and had bars on beers on the Homo Hill bars, and I was just, it was crazy like that they were so cool about it and they just didn't care and were kind of interested in asking me questions, and they just couldn't believe, like they kind of couldn't believe that there were actually gay Koreans until I busted out like Grindr and jacked, and I was like, girl, here you go, look at this. I mean, sorry if I've added anybody, but they don't give a shit, they're not gonna see you. And but yeah, it was really cool, really interesting, and really fun. So that's been my story, and it's been a really positive one. Not everybody has been like that. I've had a couple friends, like I said, their coworkers find out and they're like, just keep it to yourself. Don't say anything. Like, don't tell anybody else. So not everybody's as lucky as I've been, but it seems to be like not a horrible thing, I guess, if you're a foreigner, but I can only speak for myself, really, and a few other situations involving a foreigner, but the situation with Koreans is different, and I'm not getting into that because it's not my, like, it's not my thing to talk about because I'm not Korean, obviously. So, but thank you for watching, you guys, and I hope that this video helped a little bit. If you've been considering maybe moving to South Korea and working here in some kind of setting, either teaching or a kitchen job, especially because you can, I can relate to being that in a kitchen. So keep watching. Thumbs up, like it, subscribe. See you guys next time.